everybody. I'm Francesco from Little C, and I would like to talk about my company. Little C, it's a company that works in the middle between two technology, the video automation technology and data technology. We are trying to merge those two technology because we believe that in the next future, companies will need to generate many, many more videos than before. And they will need a platform that helps them to scale the production of videos. We also believe that those videos will be data-driven, so we are working on those two kinds. We developed Bubbly, which is the platform that promises to help companies to do this. Now I'll show you how. For an end user, it's very simple to use our platform. He can have a selection experience of several graphic assets already existing into the platform that makes it easy to create professional videos by themselves. Then there's another module that the end user typically is a content creator that it can use for integrate with databases. It's a data integration module where you can have, you just have to link your databases, even if they are external or internal, and associated to the platform. Then there's a mapping module where you just have to associate information into the database to videos. So you're going to generate automatically and instantly, potentially millions of videos, personalized videos. But not only personalized videos you can create. Think about the example here. In this example, the system is going to gather information in real time for a news feed, okay, an RSS news feed. So those are information happening in this time. Think about using external information that gives you real-time videos and associated to information that are collected into an internal database, such as CRM. So you can have the opportunity to talk with your customers, not only with familiar information, but also with information that are contextual to the moment he's looking to the video. So if it's raining, you can send a message. If it's not raining, you can send another message. So this makes communication approach very, very, very effective. We call one-to-one communication approach, and we call this activity data telling. Right now, we are working with several important companies, and like Vodafone and Sky in Italy, and we are here looking for investor or business partner that could help us to expand our business. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll take the clicker.
What do you need?
Do we have any questions? Stay here. Question from the audience?
Easy. Subscription fee, yearly subscription fee for the platform, and then there's a pay-per-video model. More video you produce, less you're going to pay. Scalable.
How do you differentiate yourself from the competition? Because there are other people doing very, very similar products. We've seen them on stage this weekend.
The unique proposition is that we have this platform makes our end users totally autonomous. We don't know any other competitors that has a platform that gives you all the opportunity, even in the creation process and the integration process, which is also easy to use. This platform could be also used by non-technical persons. Normal content creator can do that. Can create millions of professional videos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Now over to CodeMotion.
Hello, everybody. I'm Carlotta Cattaneo, CEO of CodeMotion. Developers are writing the script of the future. They are the real decision maker in tech adoption. This is the reason why they need to be constantly updated and to grow professionally and to have new opportunities. On the other side, companies are looking for developers. They need to engage developers to promote their technologies and also for hiring purpose. we are a connection point, a strong connection point. Companies has three main problems. First one, skill shortage. Just in Europe, the last year, 900,000 of tech vacancies in Europe. Second one, just the 13% of developers are actively looking for a new job. Third, companies don't know how to talk to them. CodeEmotion is building the largest community of developers with the aim of becoming the partner that they choose to grow professionally. We provide them high-quality content, the best opportunities for hiring for new jobs and networking, and the access to the latest technologies. We started in Italy in 2013, and now we are in 6 countries in Europe, when we organize every year more than 500 tech events. With our 5 main conferences, we reach more than 10,000 attendees and 400 top international speakers. We don't provide also conferences, of course, but also meetups, training courses, and webinars. With all these events, we engage 300 tech communities in Europe, reaching more than 500,000 developers. More than 200 companies, including Google, Microsoft, IBM, Cisco, has just choose CodeEmotion like key partner to hire new talents and to try their technologies and so on. Last year, we closed a Series A investment to boost our international growth and also to develop our online platform. Today, this year, we are doubling the turnover, and in October, we will be live with our platform, which will be the real backbone for our community. As CSR, our platform. As CSR project activity, CodeEmotion funded also a tech school for kids, the biggest one in Italy, to promote technology since the very young age, especially for girls. All this ambitious goal wouldn't be possible without a very, very great team. 43 passionate people in 5 cities in Europe. So, this is just the beginning. Don't miss the opportunity to invest in our community. The next November, we will start a new fundraising to accelerate. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, very strict on the timing.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions?
Due to the events and the content-heavy creation of your business model, what's the margin on revenue for that turning into EBITDA?
We have a B2B model. We create content thanks to our community of speakers with a call for paper, a public call for paper. A part of them are the job of a content team, of course, so we invited them. And the major, the great part of our speakers in our conferences are chosen by our tech communities. And we monetize through companies, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, CodeEmotion. Next startup, also from Italy, HomePal.
Good afternoon, everybody. Monica Regazzi, I'm the CEO of HomePal, the platform to buy, sell, and rent residential properties with no intermediation of real estate agents. HomePal is a story of disruption. We have seen disruption in many different sectors. We have seen music, newspaper, travel, and more recently, even political parties. So we had a look at the Italian real estate market. It's a large market. I'm talking about 4 million transactions every year, pretty stable. 50% of the transactions are already closed on a peer-to-peer basis. We discovered that 60% of the search activities started already on the internet, but no one of our potential competitors were going beyond listing. And 5.3 billion is the turnover of intermediation, which is basically gone every year. The market is, at the moment, basically dominated by real estate agents because basically they have the power to close the transaction, leveraging the lack of knowledge and the lack of transparency in the market. But in the end, customers are really frustrated by the service of these real estate agents because basically they have conflict of interest, super high price because they ask for 3% on average on both sides, and there is conflict of interest. So here it comes on PAL. So basically, we want to really change the rule of the game in the real estate market, and so giving back autonomy to the customer to do on their own, leveraging technology and simplicity. How it works, the main difference compared to other portals in the market is that the scheduling of the meeting and the offer is done within the platform. So basically, we know exactly what's happening to all of our properties listed in the portal. After the visit, so after the two customers meet, we call the potential buyer, and from that moment on, we follow the process till the closing of the transaction, helping him or her with our remote expert with documentation, legal checks, and contracts. We aim at becoming a one-stop shopping, offering a wide range of products from mortgage, evaluation of the house, refurbishing proposal, and all these at a very low price. 29 euros from the owner to publish the listing, 690 euros on a flat fee for the buyer once the transaction is closed. Launched in 2016, we are very proud about the result we achieved so far. More than 100,000 listings published on the site, 5,000 meetings scheduled every day. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Please.
Thank you. Any questions? Oh, okay. Well, thank you,
No,
Monica.
very clear. Thank you.
Now over to Tile Luke.
Hi everyone, my name is Marco Rossi. I'm the co-founder of Tilelook. What is Tilelook today? It's a 3D interior design software that you pay as you go monthly, 23 euro. It's a subscription plan that is paid by 1,500 customers in over 30 countries around the world. And these customers are mainly interior retailers, designers and architects that use Tilelook to increase and back up their sales. They provide homeowners with nice renders of their rooms that you can see in 360 and in virtual reality, and quickly calculate the number of quantity of products needed, especially tiles. Now, tiles is what makes Tilelook unique. It's our strongest competitive advantage. We have 200,000 tiles online and a web page for each tile. It's the biggest tile library worldwide. There are 400 top brands, including global brands like Natuzzi, Marazzi, and Porcelanosa. But what can Tilelook be tomorrow? The biggest opportunity we see is to become an interior and tile marketplace. We will start from the turnover we did last year, 250,000 euro, but we strongly believe that in 4 years from now, we will reach 4 million euro by adding to the subscription model the commissions on sales of interior and tile products. Now, the tile segment is huge. Last year, the manufacturers globally had a turnover of 100 billion euro, and 99% of it is still done through the normal channel distribution. So how are we going to take this market online? Well, we want to get all the web traffic we can. Already today, we have 20 million page views of tiles, and we get organically, without spending a penny on advertisement, 200 pricing inquiries monthly. A few words about our team. Me and my brother, we are two co-founders. We are British, but we manage an international team where there is 2 developers, web developers from Italy, 3 from Czech Republic for the 3D interior design tool. Then very important for us and our marketing team are the Indian teams, which constantly upload products every day. We have sales partners that chase for big accounts in Western Europe, France and Spain, in Eastern Europe, Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary, and Latin America. Why Tilelook? Why Tile? In a nutshell, 2 reasons. We accelerate sales of tiles online, and we enrich creativity of designs using tiles. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Who's your end customer?
Sorry?
It's not entirely clear to me. Who's your end customer? Is it the architect doing the tiles? Is it the consumer? Is it?
So today it's a B2B, but starting from this year, like I said, we're receiving many pricing inquiries from consumers, homeowners. Today these are notified to the retailers, which reply with their best quotes. With the investment we're looking for, we want to develop a marketplace where a retailer can have an online shop on Tilelook, and so do the whole sale there to consumers.
Thank you.
Another question? No? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now time to hear from 3 startups coming from Belgium, and we start with Influo.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Maarten Kestelot from Influo. We're based in Ghent in Belgium. I don't know if who knows Ghent? Okay, a couple of hands. Nice. That's good to hear. I'm not here today to convince you of the power of influencer marketing. I don't have the time exactly to do that. But I did wanted to show you this graph, which is from Google Trends, that show you the number of times that people search for influencer marketing compared to social media marketing. So you see there, it starts in 2016, and then it starts in 2013, sorry, and then in 2016, it overtook the number of searches for social media marketing. So it actually is the new revolution in marketing, and everybody's looking, experimenting, budgeting, starting to think about what processes they should have. So it's going to be very big, but I'm not going to talk about that. However, the importance of influencers remains misunderstood and is undervalued at the moment. It's largely perceived as advertising, and that's definitely true. The bulk of influencer marketing is about advertising, having influencers promote your brand, promote your services. Definitely, it's very, very powerful to do that as well. But our platform is also being used for influencers to generate content for them. Take photos, take videos of their events, take photos of their products, of their services, and send it to the brands so the brands can use it on social media, and especially social media advertising. They will see a better performance on their budget when they use influencer-generated content or user-generated content, which is quite similar in this context. But they will see a better performance as opposed to hiring their own photographers, hiring their own photo shoots, and it will be more cheap to generate the content. So that's the second biggest trend. Then we have a series of other activities that they do with influencers. So it's not only about influencer marketing. And actually, I wanted to quickly touch on focus groups. Microsoft was the first one to really engage in this. They use the expertise that influencers have, because they have become influential because they're an expert in a specific niche, to use their expertise in the domain of technology in that sense, to get a feel of what is the consumer market going to, how should we finish this product, how should we communicate about this product, what should they do. So they're replacing consumer research companies, which costs a lot of money to do, but they can just put a couple of influencers around the table and go with a program with them and learn a lot about where it's going. So that's our main message, that it's not only advertising, and that's why it's very important to build a community of influencers, a group of people that like working with you, that you can work with multiple times in a row, and that you have a group of people that likes working with you, and not just do it campaign-based for advertising. So that's why the other companies or the other players in the market are not really built for the future. You have a lot of, or a couple of companies who are focused on influencer discovery, just giving you a global database of all the contacts of influencers, which, finding the contacts is an easy part in influencer marketing, so I don't know what they're going in the future, but you also have a lot of campaign management, where very advertising oriented, just do one campaign and there it finishes. And you also have a lot of marketplaces, which is also oriented, very campaign based. So what did we do? We made quite similar what you have for your customers. You have a CRM system to maintain all the communication, to see what the best customers are. So we made an influencer relation management module.
Sorry, time is up.
Can I scroll through? No? Okay.
Stay here, stay here.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions? She want to answer? Or
I want to stay here for 15 minutes.
What's our product?
Yeah. So our product, it's a platform that brands and agencies use to engage in influencer marketing more efficiently and more transparently. That's the main added value, that they spend less time doing influencer marketing because it's very labor intensive.
What would you have said if you'd have been allowed to continue your pitch?
Well, I would have said what influencer relationship management is, what our vision is around that, and how similar it is to CRM, and give you a current update on our figures. Our main customers are the multinational brands, so Uber, Estée Lauder, Nestlé, Zalando, the Walt Disney Company are our main customers, and with them we already generated 400,000 euros within the first 18 months of commercialization. So, and I was quickly going to touch on our way of internationalization as well. We want to expand the feature set for influencers, so we can start, recruiting or activating influencers from all over the world. And based on that, that's going to be our main strategy to start the internationalization process, because we're already active in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, but we want to go beyond that. And for that, we're looking at a Series A round of 1.5 million.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next time, 15 minutes. Okay, our second startup from Belgium, Small Teaser.
Hi, my name is Ruth. I'm the founder of Small Teaser, a crowdsourced and reward-based publishing platform. And this is Nick. Nick, he's living in the US, and he wants to publish his content about sports online. But he was struggling to find an audience. And as a result of that, he was also struggling to monetize his content through sponsoring or partnerships. And that's the problem of 90% of the users of WordPress, Blogger, Tumblr, all the other blogging platforms in the world. 90% is stopping after the 3 months. So that's the reason that we created Small Teaser. With Small Teaser, every passionate writer, blogger can use our platform together with like-minded people. And we promise an ad income or a revenue from the first article published. So I can hear you thinking, how are they doing that? Well, we are working with about 800 circles, digital publications on our platform, and they all have a circle editor, a publisher, and a reader community and a writer community. So how is Nick doing today? Well, he is the circle editor of the sports magazine. He has about 100 writers about the sports content, and they are publishing content on his circle. And he has an audience of 250,000 unique page views a month after a few months. He can keep his writers motivated by sharing his ad income, because that's what Small Teaser making really special. We have a built-in ad server, so he doesn't need Google AdSense or another advert server. So we build it in. So he can sell his own advertisements, and the empty spaces, we, from Small Teaser sales team, we will fill this with our own ad network through partnerships all over the world with ad agencies. We're sharing in both situations the advert revenue. So we are a fast-growing Belgium startup. We are in a two-sided business model. So last year we were focusing on growing the first site. We were growing our readers and our writers base. And although we're based in Belgium, 90% of the advert revenue is coming in dollars. So this is our team. We raised 800,000 euros in seed capital last year. And we are now looking for 1,250,000 for our next round. We're closing by the end of this summer. We are having some tickets available. So if you, as an investor, want to be part of our success, please contact me by email or telephone. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Any questions? No. Okay, thank you. Yelt, also coming from Belgium.
Hi, my name is Jos Gerardin. I'm co-founder and CEO of Yields, a fintech company focusing on model risk. Banks make money by taking risk, and to estimate the amount of risk they take, they use mathematical models. Quite a lot of models, actually. A small regional bank has around 100 models in production, while large Tier 1 investment banks have over 3,000 mathematical models, and that number increases by around 10 to 20% every year. Now, if any of those models fail, banks may lose billions of dollars. Okay, so to give you a few examples, JP Morgan lost over $6 billion in 2012 in a trading incident called the London Whale. One of the root causes was the fact that they were using a mathematical model that contained a flaw. Even worse, the credit crisis in 2008 that destroyed over trillions of dollars in value was caused by using an overly simple model that was not fit for purpose. This is model risk. Of course, by now, the regulators across the world know that this is indeed a very important issue, and that's why they ask banks to improve the model validation efforts. So banks hire large teams of mathematics PhDs to verify manually and typically every year if those models indeed continue to function correctly. Now, since there is not enough rocket scientists on the market, also the big consulting firms make lots of money by offering outsourcing services for model validation tasks. However, the key issue still remains. If models are only tested once every year, a lot can change over such a period, and model risk is still an open issue. This is why we have built Yields, a platform for automated model risk management. So we have built technology that detects model issues automatically across the enterprise in real time. There are three main functionalities to our platform. First of all, we have a module that covers data governance, making sure that all the data that flows through mathematical models can be monitored as lineage properly. Secondly, we can automate model validation and testing by, for instance, building automatically alternative models to see if the models continue to function correctly. And thirdly, we have a large database of all the models that are used within the enterprise to understand how issues travel through the model inventory. What are the benefits? First of all, to the C-level, we are able to give real-time transparency in the model risk across the enterprise. This approach also leads to better models, because if we detect model issues, we capture enough context to be able to reproduce it. Better models for banks means lower P&L volatility and therefore lower capital requirements. And thirdly, our approach leads to much faster validation. Typically, banks can shorten the validation cycle by a factor of 10. A little bit of history. Yields was founded only 1 year ago, but we're growing very fast. It was founded by Sébastien Viguet and myself.
Sorry, time is up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please.
Can we have the mic? Yeah.
What validation we have for the models? Yes, exactly. So we have a platform that can automatically validate generic types of models that are used in financial companies. So we verify data quality, we create alternative benchmarks, we check all the normal statistics for models, and we do that in real time, so that actually we discover the problems as they happen. Currently, already 5 Tier 1 and Tier 2 banks are using our platform in production to do exactly this.
Thank you. Thank you, Yields.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's hear from two startups coming from Czech, and we start with Joy3.
So, hello everyone, my name is Pavel and I'm CEO and co-founder of Joy3. I would like to tell you something about our application. So our application is the travel application for travelers and locals. We have a problem if you are going to, for example, Australia, so you have plenty of new stuff. When you're traveling, you have to carry heaps of baggages, you don't know the places, and finally, when you arrive to the destination, you have to pay for expensive rentals. What is the solution? The solution is our mobile application. On one side, there is a traveler who can save up to 70% in a comparison with normal rentals, and on the other side, there is an item owner, and he is motivated because just in 10 rentals, he can earn for the new item. Additionally, we have navigation, which will suggest you the best places to meet between users for safety reasons. And also, we have our application offers you secret and popular places based on your preferences. So, for example, if you don't know the place, it will suggest you some nice beach with surf conditions, etc. What's our idea of modern traveler? You take a flight with Kiwi.com, then you take a cab with Uber, you go to Airbnb accommodation, but the real adventure starts with our application. What about some information about market size? There's 1.2 billion people who travel the world every year, and this number massively increases every year. We start in Australia. Why? There's many reasons why, but the biggest one is that there is the biggest willingness to join the sharing economy. It's one of the best places in the world to enjoy some adventure, and it all highlights our 1.5-year experience from traveling around Australia. Our business model looks a bit sophisticated, but just to make it easy for you guys, we take 20% from each transaction, 5% go for insurance, so items are insured, and 15% is a fee for us. What is our phase? We have a application version 1. We have local teams in Australia, guys in Airbnb who are happy to help us. And we also have a vision how to be step ahead against our competitors. What we'd like to do here, we would like to gain a new contacts. We would like to raise maybe some money. And as we have customers from here, from England, from France, from Germany, so we would like to receive some of your feedback. That's basically all from us. We have an amazing team. There is our founder, Jacob, with his sister, Sandra. And we have also 14,000 fans on our Instagram who are waiting for the full version of application. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me or go. There is our small stage, so I will answer you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joyce Street. Do we have any questions from the audience? Yeah.
So when people are using it, if you could compare this to another brand in terms of the experience of how you select your matches, does it feel more like Fiverr to use, or more like Tinder to use, or more like Amazon to use?
It's more like Airbnb to use, maybe, or because you can just upload there some enjoyment. For example, you are a Brazilian who come to Australia, and you have to go to school every day from 8 to 3 o'clock, and after you don't know what to do. So you have two choices. You will go to the charcoal chicken, you will work for 5 hours, you will earn $70. Or you have second opportunity. You will offer a surf lesson with our Joystree application, and you will make this one in 1 hour or in 2 hours, and you will have some nice contacts, you will have some enjoyment. So it's basically like Airbnb or Uber. So it's a peer-to-peer. But we plan also to do B2C, because to cover the whole rental market, it's really important to give it. Yeah.
You mentioned insurance, which is obviously an important angle.
Sorry?
Insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
Is it product insurance? Is it service insurance? What are you calling it?
Yeah. The items are insured.
That?
Yeah. So items are insured. So if you will damage, for example, or if you will lose the surfboard, you are the beginner, and the surfboard goes to the ocean. So we will pay for it, because we want to be pro customer. So we will pay for it, and then we're going to investigate what really happened. But it doesn't happen quite often, so that's why we want to be pro-client.
What if I rent a set of skis and they break while I'm skiing?
What if you rent
I get injured?
Yeah, so
is the insurance covering the product that is rented?
It's covering just the product.
Broader okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Powered by Insights, also from Czech.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ondřej Kopička, and I'm CEO and founder of Powered by Insights. Imagine that you are a small company, a business which has big idea, which want to do something with artificial intelligence, with interaction with users, but you don't know how. You tried something manually. You, for example, work with data. You are downloading it from somewhere and importing it to some another tool. You waste your time, and you want it to be autonomous, but you don't know how. And this is where we came in. We are powered by Insights, and we are basically a network of few freelancers and smaller companies. Each of us specialize in some particular area in artificial intelligence. Some of us do natural language processing. Some of us do e-commerce, or like user behavior on another online platforms. And we can tailor artificial intelligence module for your platform. So you just plug in some module, and you can predict user behavior. You can forecast some events. You can detect some failures or another states, which can help you automate your decision process. And actually, there are a lot of consultancies and big companies which do work in this field. But thanks to that, we are basically just B2B network with freelancers. We can save cost on infrastructure. We can work with very flexible way and very fast. So it's agile, fast, and highly productive because my B2B partners are actually freelancers with 10 plus more years experience. And so far, we helped companies with business analysis because these companies usually don't know what they want to do with the data. So we help them understand the data first. We help them to define the business case because you need precise plan how to achieve the goal. We also help them with technology stack. So we, for example, help them how to design data transformation so that they can get the insights and features for artificial intelligence model. And we have our internal framework, which is able to tune artificial intelligence models like neural networks or decision trees so that it fits your solution. And we started in 2017 with 3 partnering freelancers, 2 customers in Czech Republic, and with no external funding. And here, in 2018, we are trying to go abroad. In June, we were in Singapore doing some partnerships, and now we are here in London, and we are basically looking for business partners which can help us either as with our network, like suppliers, which specialize in some artificial intelligence field, or we are looking for clients, which are, for example, startups like Joystream before. They are basically startups with big potential. They will have a lot of user data, and they will need the knowledge. Many thanks.
Thank you. Any questions? No. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah? Yeah? No?
Sorry. How do you deal with scalability? So scalability of clients, because obviously your team will need to grow in response to the clients you have to set up. So how do you maintain cheap infrastructure and still...
Yes, yes. We actually have like framework in which you can plug in and plug out some artificial intelligence modules. And this framework basically focused on tuning these models. But at the moment, it's basically a set of scripts which you can connect to some, let's say, Python or R scripts, and you can tune the parameters so that you have sufficient prediction rate and sufficient model which is feasible. So we basically can plug in whatever, and based on our business partners, we are plugging it like models for natural language processing or for user behavior prediction and these things. So.
Let's say we get to the stage of like account managers to maintain relationships with big clients who need all the time development, who have complex problems that you need to iterate on.
Well, we can join more B2B partners.
Thank you. Cool. Okay, now let's hear about this very cute robot called Temi.
Hello. I don't need this. Thank you. Hello, this is Temi. You can see it outside for a full demo if you'd like to later. Temi is a home robot. It stays in your house. It's going to move between the living room, kitchen, and dining room, the main living area in the house. Temi is a personal assistant, so you can talk to it and ask it like you would do with a digital personal assistant. And it has multiple applications like weather, news, YouTube, Yelp searches, and so on and so on. It has a really nice sound system with subwoofer, speakers, and tweeters here, so you get a wide frequency of sound, and it gets pretty loud if you like it. Temi, the best thing about Temi is communicating with people in video calls. With Temi, I can drop into my house and talk to my family and actually hang out with my kids for a long duration of time, unlike I do it today, where my wife needs to hold me in her hand and aim my point of view wherever I want to look to. So with the companion app that we have for mobile, you can just drop into the device, and instead of using a joystick or be a skillful driver like you would with other telepresence devices, you'll just point what you want to look at, and it will just adjust the look and put it in the center of the frame. You can also set locations for this device just by saying, hey, this is the kitchen, this is the living room, and from there on, you can just send it to this location just by saying, go to the living room. And again, you have this feature in the mobile app. So I have full control of what I'm doing in the house, and it's more about communicating with the people instead of like a driving experience. Was that too fast? I don't know. Oh yeah. We have a tray at the back. We started off with thinking about elderly people. So this is very solid. You can actually lean on that, or you can deliver stuff around your house. It has a wireless charger in the back. It's kind of a statement. When you go in the house, put your phone down. It's still close to you. Lift your eyes off your phone, and you can have access to the internet and whatever you used to with this device. One more cool thing is that you get an activity stream on your phone. So some stuff will be published from this device to your phone. So if you want to dive into a news story and read it, it will be more practical to do with your phone. So just do it in your phone. You can ask for the news, and then it will show up on your phone. Take a picture, and it will show up on your phone. With the following feature, you can just take it wherever you want with you. So you have a nice entertainment system, which is a personal assistant, anywhere you want around the house. Thank you.
Very cool. Any questions?
If you look at not necessarily directly competing robots, but other people that are trying to do the kind of like personal interaction robot solution, then an obvious comparator is Pepper, which is sort of more cute. It's kind of humanized a bit. Whereas your robot is about the same size as Pepper, but it doesn't have, it's not anthropomorphized, and I don't think people relate to it like a person, right?
That's a very good question. This is not a humanoid. It's not a companion robot. It's not a substitute for humans. It helps connecting individuals in video calls. This is why it doesn't have any eyes. It doesn't have any feelings. To my personal opinion, this is not even possible at this time of life to have a real smart robot that will actually be smart enough to have a conversation with. And we didn't want to go there at all. We wanted to go for a home device that makes sense in real life today and help people communicate one with another for a long duration of time.
But isn't the end result a little bit like sharing your home with some kind of alien?
Is it an alien?
Yeah, it just sort of like a kind of, it's sort of vaguely kind of Pepper-like, but not humanoid. It just makes me, I don't have a warm reaction to it.
We were looking for a nice balance of a furniture and something that makes sense that it's talking to you. So maybe you can say that it has a shoulder and a head, but it doesn't really look like human, to me at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Temi.
Thank you, guys.
Now over to Sunu.
Hi, I'm Austin, CFO of Sunu, where we've created a sonar bracelet for the blind and visually impaired. It's very easy to use and makes mobility safe and problem-free. While training blind children, we quickly realized that no matter how hard we trained them, they had accident after accident and became less and less active. Right now, there's about 285 million people on the planet who deal with this problem daily, 35 million of them in developed countries. The only two solutions out there are a $30 stick or a $30,000 guide dog. And neither of them is solving the problem. What we have is the Unbound, a smart bracelet that allows users to detect objects up to 15 feet away. They just turn on the sonar sensor and scan their environment, and they can see what's in front of them and what's around them through vibratory feedback. The best part about it is that it actually works. Our users report 90% less accidents and have even said that the Unbound has become an extension of themselves, like a superpower. Right now, there are 29 million visually impaired people in the developed world. With a product price of $299, we're looking at a market opportunity of $9 billion. Since we launched 7 months ago, we've done $270,000 in revenue. We're a Y Combinator company with patents in Mexico, US, and Europe. And it's important to remember that our product is already built and shipping. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
You didn't mention one of the competing products which uses a depth camera and turns the visual field into a series of tones. I don't remember the name of the product, but it basically will give people an audio feed which is sufficient to enable them to maneuver around the world, right? So I just wondered if any of the more high-tech assistance devices were realistic competitors. I know they're not well penetrated in the market, but there are other things that are more sophisticated than a stick that are out there at the moment.
Okay, the problem with audio feedback is that we already have the cell phone, we have the TV, we have the iPads, we have person-to-person contact that's clouding those channels. The next channel of communication is going to be haptic, and that's what we're focused on, being the leaders in haptic communication. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, our last speech for today is Clean Air.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sara, Marketing and Alliances Manager of Clean Air, a company name claim itself made of needs, visions, and of course, results. Everything started a few years ago when our founders, one physicist and one business executive, started talking to each other and asking, how can I improve my daily life in my city? I have asthma. City is full of dust, bad smell, smog, pollutants. So after 7 years of research, after 7 years of research, more than 100 installations, and 12 patents worldwide, we found the solution. APA, Air Pollution Abatement Technology, is the first solution, disruptive, certified at the service of people and environment. It is without any filter. It can control all the pollutants you may have, indoor and outdoor. You can integrate Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and create smart platform multi-services. Modular and flexible. It means multi-shape. So actually, you can have bus stop, you can have advertisement panels, you can have bench, street lamps, flower pots, desk, to use indoor and outdoor. It means in the street, in a garden, in a park, in your office, in residential buildings, in industrial sites, of course. So the vertical markets are huge, and we have just got the grant agreement for SME Instrument Phase 2 that allowed us to create a new pilot for fiberglass industrial sites. We got several applications so far, as I mentioned before. The first pollution-free airport, the first pollution-free school, bank, the first clean air city, smart clean air city in the world, L'Aquila, then in Rome. And we got several endorsement and validation and peer recognitions worldwide, from university to municipalities and authorities. So let's pioneer and partner this evolution, this new concept of clean air, a new culture of clean air worldwide together, starting from UK together. Actually, now we are about to close the second round of investment, but to scale up fast and worldwide, of course, we definitely need more support and to offer a sustainable today from an economical, social and environmental point of view. Thank you.
Yeah.
How does the technology... That's not on.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll shout. How does
Okay.
the technology actually work, and what are the main polluting groups that it's tackling?
Okay, thanks you for the question, and I have the chance to explain it better. It's a water-based technology. We only use water. We have 12 patents on a special mechanism that we created that allows you a sequence of chemical, physical, and mechanical reactions to abate and to change the structure of all the pollutants you may have indoor and outdoor. You are in a park, for example, where people usually have jogging. You can have pollen, spores, a lot of other allergens. Then you can have PM, NOx, SOx, CO2.
Very like Pluvo.
Very, from nanometers. We also checked the last for bacteria and virus, for example, in the hospitals.
It's very like Pluvo.
Yeah, a lot. It's very flexible and scalable, so you can really adapt to everywhere where you need.
What is the unit cost of one of those, and how many do you need to actually have an impact on a local environment?
Okay, let's start from the second question, because we can, the average of the airflow that we treat is a 3,000 cubic meter per hour. What does it mean? That you can have a space, according if it is indoor or outdoor, that you have to go there and check. We don't sell just a product. We sell projects. We sell solutions. Because you can install, for example, in the air treatment units that you already have. So I cannot say you how many pieces right now. It depends on what do you exactly need and where are you. How many times you have to open the doors, for example, or the windows if you are in a lab, or how many cars passes in the cross of the street if you are in the city center.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for all the startups pitching and of course our investors and VCs.